Hey everyone, Sean Taggy chiming in, just got outside of my elevator. Today, I'm going to be talking about the 4 areas of financial focus. It is going to shift your mindset on the 4 things you need to be focusing on most to achieve financial independence. Let's check it out. All right guys, so the 4 areas of financial focus. First off is focus on your savings ratio. Oops, sorry about that, ratio. So savings ratio, I think this is a big part of getting that foundation going, is having a good, solid budget every month and knowing what you're spending, where you're spending it, how much you're spending, what ratio of your total earned income you're spending, and how much you're saving. First thing, are you aware of that? I definitely was not in the past, and not knowing where everything was going. Once when you have that awareness and you can start building up a good savings ratio, you will start to really see your financial freedom come to fruition. So don't be like everyone else, and save 0% or just match your employer's benefits program and match it with 3 to 6% and invest that in your 401k and they'll match it. Please don't be like that. We want to be different than everyone else, because if you follow what the herd's doing, you're going to end up where the herd goes, which is most Americans are living paycheck to paycheck and do not have enough saved up for retirement, and they're scared of where they're going to be in the next 5, 10, 20 years from now. Let's really hunker down and start saving up 20, 30, 40, even 50% of what we make, and start saving that up towards diversifying into investments. So then that helps me kind of go on this topic. So then you're like, well, Sean, man, I make 50 grand a year, 100 grand a year, 200 grand a year, and I just can't live below my means. Well, then maybe you can focus on, instead of thinking I can just scrimp and save, of course do that, but why not focus on your earned income? So earned income, okay? So for example, if you're making 50 grand a year and you can only save 3% of what you're earning, or 10%, maybe focus on developing yourself. So we work 40 hours a week, 50, 60 hours a week. That is a third of our day, and the other third is sleeping. So if we're going to be doing something, why not get that more efficient? Focusing on how to add more value to our employers, to our businesses, working on ourselves, working on what's in between our 2 ears, and how to add more value and earn more income, whether that's having a side hustle or looking for a raise or another job or industry to get promoted in. If you can, an easy way to start saving 50% is look to make double what you make, or look to make, go from 50 grand to get a raise to 60 or 70 grand a year. And then you just live the same way, and then all of a sudden your savings ratio is up in this 20 to 50%. So look for ways to grow. If you're going to be working, might as well spend some time doing that better and adding more value. All right, so the third one is then, now that we have savings ratio, we're earning some good income, we need to now focus on our investments. Investment approach. Okay, so now you have this money, right? A pile of cash. You need to put it to good use, right? You need to know all these different types of ways to invest. The stock market, doing options in the stock market, mutual funds, know where things are going. That's great. It's great to have that. Great to have some diversification of your assets, but also you need to know and understand the real assets, which is real estate investing, investing in businesses, in land or other things like that, which leads me to asset creation. Okay. So yes, we're focusing on getting these piles of cash, but really you want to have those in the meantime kind of growing as they're stagnant until you save up enough money to create assets. Now, I have a whole video on assets versus liabilities. You can check that out. But the reason why you want assets is because they produce you streams of income. They produce you monthly cash flow on your investment. So check out my other video on streams of income. But you want these rental properties, or you have land or businesses that you put money in, but it always gives you a return. And then what's awesome about them is, as appreciation occurs, as your rents grow, that stream starts turning into more of a river. And as you get more and more of them, they grow into a large, massive, flowing Mississippi River. So those are my thoughts on the 4 areas of financial focus. They go from one to the other. Each one progresses on the other. And as you start getting a great asset creation and you start getting cash flow, it starts feeding into your savings ratio, which then means you don't need to work as much, right? Or you'll find a more job, you'll enjoy your job more because now you don't have to work to live, you can live to work, and you can start earning more income and then learning more about, have more time to learn about how to invest and the different ways to approach it and thus grow your assets. And as you can see, this just keeps going on and you just keep feeding this machine until you have enough cash flow to achieve financial independence and financial freedom. And you could, heaven forbid, get hurt one day and get laid off or whatever happens, and you're not worried about it. You're making enough money that matches your living expenses, and then you're good. So those are the 4 areas of financial focus. Let's be thinking about each one, where I'm strong, where I'm weak at. Guys, let me know what you're learning in your investment approach, how you're creating your assets, what your savings ratio is, what's your savings ratio goal. Comment in this video, please. I'd appreciate your comments, your likes. Please, most of all, if you're liking these videos and you've watched at least 2 or 3 of them and you think at least we got a little bit of good stuff given out here, subscribe to our channel so we can get our message out. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one.